But we begin first with the looming debt ceiling crisis. The U.S. is expected to hit its borrowing limit in just 2 days.
That's right. Now, to be clear, the nation is not expected to run out of money for another several months, if that makes it any better for you. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says the U.S. will hit its statutory debt limit of $31.4 trillion Thursday. But if action is not taken in time, the Treasury Department will begin implementing what are described as extraordinary cash management measures to prevent default until around early June. Former U.S. Treasury Secretary Jack Lew joined CBS News last night on Primetime with John Dickerson to explain why failing to act could trigger economic disaster.
The last 2 times, we got way too close. We saw interest rates spike, 50 to 100 basis points. We saw major asset managers just dump all of their federal holdings that would have matured in the window that was uncertain. We're in a time now that's different than either 2011 or 2013. We're coming out of the pandemic economy. We're coming out of massive monetary and fiscal policies. There have been some kind of bumpy days in Treasury markets just because of the situation after the pandemic. If we introduce into that situation the added anxiety of will the federal government pay or not, we don't really know what the reaction is. It's a dangerous experiment to run.
I want to bring in now CBS News political director Fin Gomez. Fin, talk to us about the significance of the U.S. hitting the debt limit and even how having this uncertainty can create problems.
Yeah, Lana, there is a growing concern in Washington and on Wall Street that this debt ceiling fight between the House conservative Republicans and the Biden administration could pose a real jarring threat to the economy. Just last week, as you referenced, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen essentially alerted Congress that the Treasury Department will have to start taking, quote, extraordinary measures after the U.S. reaches its $31.4 trillion debt limit on Thursday and could default on its debt by June. As you mentioned, she wrote that there is considerable uncertainty if it happens, and the Congress needs to, quote, act in a timely manner. If they fail to resolve their differences and this causes a default, Lana, experts say it could cause a whole range of consequences, including a potential stock market crash or recession, weaker dollar, a downgrade on U.S. credit amongst a number of different possible scenarios. So it's something that has really taken Washington's focus, Wall Street's focus, and really across the country.
All bad, basically. It doesn't sound
all
good
bad.
At all.
Right.
And looking at some other topics there in Washington, our Robert Costa is interviewing South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem later today. What do we know about the potential for her to throw her hat into the presidential race come 2024? We know she's been alongside Governor DeSantis of Florida at a lot of events as well, and he's quite popular for Republicans.
That's true. When you talk about potential 2024 presidential contenders on the Republican side, one name you keep mentioning, or you keep hearing being mentioned, is Kristi Noem, the South Dakota governor. And she is on these lists because she has galvanized certain parts of the Republican base, sort of that Trumpian base component. She has gotten to the right on, or trying to get to the right on potential contenders, rivals like Ron DeSantis. Just last week, her spokesperson took on DeSantis's position, his stance on abortion and abortion access, which it's sort of this what I believe will be a precursor to a lot more maneuvering and jockeying by this potential GOP rivals on that issue. It's going to be a defining issue, not just on the Democratic side, of course, but also on the Republican side. So with Noem and her criticism of DeSantis, it does seem like an indication that she's still continuing this potential run for the White House. But of course, it's someone she would have to take on former President Donald Trump, someone she's considered a strong ally of former President Trump. But it will be interesting to see if she does enter, and when we do hear from her, to lay out this potential race during this interview with Robert Costa later tonight. And I'll be watching. It'll be a good one.
Definitely. Yeah.
We will as well. Good that she's with us here on CBS News to answer those questions. Fin Gomez, always great to see you. We'll look forward to that and more tonight on Red.
Thanks, Errol. Thanks, Lana.